We're talking about movies. All right, welcome in. So I wanted to go over my movie collection that I've been collecting for probably going on 10 years here. I recently got my collection movie room set up. And this is where we're going to be talking about movies and future reviews and everything. So I wanted to kind of go over all of them with you. I'm going to start playing the video of all the movies because we'll be here forever if I don't. But I basically started collecting movies very middle school, maybe beginning of high school. Started with a few, and the concept was kind of like I could pay $5 anytime I wanted to watch a movie and rent it, or I could pay $5 for it and have it forever. And the collection kind of just grew and grew from there. Started with these drawers in the side of my bed. I filled one up, then I filled another one up. Then I got these bookshelves that put in my room, and they slowly got filled up until now I have this big bookshelf behind me where I think I have close to 450, something like that. But this is just a video of all the movies I have, and I'll talk about a few of them as we kind of scroll through. But kind of want to go through my mindset with that because I know you're probably thinking this crazy guy has spent $1 bajillion on DVDs that are going obsolete, but that is not true. So that's one thing I wanted to touch on too as we kind of go through these. I do not buy movies brand new because $25, you buy 4 movies, and that's $100. That's insane. So what I do is if I want a new movie, I either ask for it for Christmas or my birthday or something, or I just wait. And usually I look at eBay, I look at Amazon if they have cheaper deals. I usually don't go above $10. I try to keep it at if it's especially if it's an old movie or something, $5 on eBay. If I see something for $10, I might grab it. But yeah, if I spent $25 on every single movie that came out, I would be broke, and probably my financial advisor would not be super happy with me. So that's kind of the price point I try to keep it at. Also, as we go through this video, they are loosely in alphabetical order. So basically, we recently moved, and I have an area to set up this whole movie thing. Before we did not. I had my DVDs in bins that were, for the most part, alphabetized. But as I added stuff to the collection, stuff would just kind of get out of place, or as I took something out of the box and watched it. So if you're watching the video and you're like, oh, this idiot put a movie that starts with D in the middle of F, that's just because that's kind of how the box got mixed around. As I put it on the shelf, I re-alphabetized it. So as you're kind of going through this, if you see something that you're he probably definitely owns that, it might just pop up somewhere later in the video. But yeah, so looking at the video now, it looks like we're in G's. Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy here. Those are honestly 3 of my favorite MCU movies. Hacksaw Ridge, fantastic movie. I definitely have all the Marvel movies, except I do not have Eternals because I will never watch that movie ever again. And I don't have the Marvels. If I saw it, I might. If it was $5, I would probably pay for it. But it's just not something I rushed out to get because it wasn't that good of a movie. But apart from that, I do have all the MCU movies apart from those 2. And then Captain America 4 just came out. I haven't gotten that yet. That's another kind of angle I look at with these is, will I watch it again? Typically, if I'm not going to ever watch it again, I'm not going to buy it. Most of these movies are big blockbuster movies or movies I really like that I could see myself watching multiple times. Because if you spend $5 on it, you watch it once, basically every other time you watch it, you're quote unquote profiting. It makes sense. I have a lot of the big genre movies. We haven't got to Star Wars yet, but we'll get there. Jurassic Park that we just got to. I have not got beyond Jurassic World. Justice League right there. I will never watch the original Justice League cut because I have the Snyder cut, which is 1,000,000,000 times better. Knives Out, fantastic murder mystery. I have a lot of murder mysteries. I like those. Kung Fu Panda. The 4th one I wasn't super impressed with, but I have all 4 of those. La La Land I was surprised with when I went and saw it. Lion King, one of the best animated films of all time. Logan's, that's another thing. So I have all 3 Wolverine movies, but the titles are weird. So there might be certain instances where you see where I put certain trilogies together. I think I put the Rise of the Planet of the Apes trilogy, all 3 of them back to back, even though the titles aren't in alphabetical order. I didn't put Logan with Wolverine or X-Men Origins Wolverine just because I feel like that would really stand out. with the L all the way down there and the X's. Moneyball, Brad Pitt's fantastic in that. Monsters versus Aliens, that's a big sleeper from my childhood. Mission Impossible, I haven't gotten around to seeing the new one yet, but I love the Mission Impossible franchise. Lego Batman, that's one of the out of place ones, but that's a sneaky good movie. If you haven't seen the Lego Batman movie, go ahead and check that out. That seems like something you would be like, oh, that's stupid, but it's actually a pretty good movie. No Country for Old Men is actually one I haven't seen, so that's another thing. Just because I own it does not mean I've seen it. A lot of movies I might have found a good deal on. Like I think I got that for $5, and I have every intention of watching it. I just haven't gotten around to it. So just because I own it does not mean that I've seen it. You'll also notice I have some DVDs mixed in here. Usually when I buy movies now, I only buy Blu-rays. There's a rare occasion I'll buy a 4K if it's on sale. Like I think I had Dune 2 on 4K, which I found and bought that one. But I don't go out of my way to buy DVDs. A lot of the DVDs I have, I either bought when I was younger for like really cheap, or they were given to me for free. I have a PlayStation 5, which is what I watch movies on, so I try to keep it to Blu-rays because 4Ks are really stupid expensive. Like you talk about how like Blu-rays are like $25 brand new, 4Ks are like over 30, which is outrageous. So I try to keep it to that. I don't go out of my way to buy Blu-rays, but I mean if it's given to me, that's another thing. As we're getting here into the S's, haven't seen Social Network. Source Code, great movie. Moana, randomly out of place there. Spider-Man, love the Tobey Maguire trilogy. Andrew Garfield's fantastic Spider-Man. And then we got the Tom Holland Spider-Mans, which are all great. I love the animated Spider-Verse movies too. I don't like them as much. I don't hold them in as high regard. I wanted to single out my Star Wars thing here. So I got this. Some lady had a movie collection and gave it away. And it was at my grandma's house, and I got it. And I think at the time I would have had to pay $100 to get this. This is like if I were to have to give away my entire movie collection and I can only keep one thing, this is what I would keep. The George Lucas Star Wars 1 through 6 are my favorite movies ever. So that's definitely what I would keep. I like the artwork in that book. I think it's really cool. Ashamedly, I do own the sequel trilogy. It just happened. I got kind of carried away with it, and like at the time, I liked Force Awakens. I don't hate that movie, but the sequel trilogy is not good. But I do own them. The four Thor movies, Thor Ragnarok being the best, Thor Love and Thunder being the worst, Top Gun Maverick being one of the best movies that's come out within the last like 20 years. Not a lot of all-timers have come out recently. I think that's an all-timer. I have the first two Venom movies, haven't gotten the third one yet because I'm not spending $25 on it. Warrior, haven't seen that one. Wanted is one that I randomly am always forgetting that I own. I'm like, do I own Wanted? But yes, I do have Wanted. The X-Men. So it's weird with the X-Men. Like, you like some of them, you don't like some of them. Some of them are great, some of them are horrible. But like all the like characters are so perfectly casted that it was just something you got to have. I do have some shows. I don't go out of my way to get shows. The Office, I stopped at 7 because 8 and 9 are bad. I did buy the Disney Plus thing. So here's my thoughts with that. I have it for $2 a month, basically. And I hate the ads. They don't make the shows to where they have ad breaks, really, so it just in the middle of it just stops. So I went ahead and bought like the good ones, like Loki, The Mandalorian. I do have all the James Bond films. I put them at the end here because I didn't really know where to put them. That's another thing where I wanted to keep them all together, but the titles are all over the place. So what I did was when I'm putting the movies on the shelf, I put them at the beginning with the numbers. I think 310 to Yuma was the first film on there. I put them with 007, just so that it wouldn't be like in the very middle of the collection J's for James Bond and have all these titles that are out of order. So this is me just adding all the movies to the shelf. Took probably about maybe 30 minutes to an hour. I had to go back and recorrect some of the like alphabetical mistakes due to my crippling dyslexia. Not really, but so as you see, I'm kind of throwing them up there, and you never know how many you have until like you look at the collection. Like I did not know I had this many in the bins. I know I'd been toting these bins around for years. I think I was 4 with all these movies in there. So that's what it looks like. Everything on the shelf, everything in alphabetical order looks pretty cool. I threw up some posters and like some just like memorabilia I collected over the years around to kind of create the movie room. And that's kind of just where we are now. If you're interested in starting a Blu-ray collection, the biggest advice I could say was just do not spend Really over 10, maybe over $15 on a movie. It's just too much. It'll go down in value over time. You can find anything on eBay for cheap. That would just be my biggest advice. But yeah, this is the movie collection. This is the room that we're going to be doing the reviews in. So yep, this is the movie collection. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you're interested in movies, my opinion on stuff, like and subscribe to the channel. This is where we'll be doing the reviews from now on. And it's a great kind of hobby to have if you're interested in getting into it. If there are any movies I don't have that you think I should have, drop them in the comments below. Say, man, why do you not own this movie? Insert title here. It's a banger. And maybe I'll look into getting it. But like I said, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you in the next review.